Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Isaac here, which is my name. Don't freaking dox me. Shut up. Okay, but yeah, it's Isaac here. Coming to the Season 6 patch notes. This is the first round. I assume if they're going to do this like they did last year, there are going to be multiple rounds of the PTS Season 6. But we're going to just do them how they are. There may not even be more notes. We don't actually know. I'm just assuming. Let's go and get into it. New God Merlin, Orin from coming soon. So why is it even here? New skin. Is this the only new skin? Vaporwave Poseidon. It looks cool. I assume it's like a Twitch skin. Awesome chest. Who cares? Season 6 systems. What does that even mean? Why is it more info coming soon? Just put it on there. Project Olympus. We have crossplay coming. That's exciting for casual players. Ranked players and professional players, it doesn't really matter. Cost of possession, which is pretty good, which means you pretty much keep everything. You don't lose anything by merging accounts, which is good. Roll queue is coming, a much needed feature for both casual and ranked. For only for conquest, so you'll be assigned a row, pretty much rather than you just calling it. Ranked, there's gonna be a soft reset for 6-1, but the split will only be 2 months. And everyone will start in bronze. There is no qualifying games. Everyone starts at run 5. I believe you keep your MMR, and you'll just have like a crap ton of TP and stuff for each one. Yeah, I think it says it says it right here. And it will show, and it always shows MMR. It no longer shows TP. So like for like leaderboards, who cares really about TP? I guess. Team badges, the system will be removed from the game Season 6. Items. Oh, so they're not doing team badges anymore. Oh, unfortunate. Kill bounty adjustments. So basically, it's more valuable to kill someone who's ahead of you. Pretty much. Wait, wait. Where's balance at? Is God balance? Oh, it's below. Oh, I was like, wait. Because when I skimmed them on Reddit, that stuff was like at the bottom. I was so confused. So, conquest item, Totem of Cuckoo. I've not actually seen this. Soul Lane is getting a new objective. The Polynesian god Ku is looking for a powerful warrior, and what better way to gain his favor than showing your strength against the enemy Soul Laner? For the first 15 minutes of the match, a totem will appear near Soul Lane. Players can attack this totem, and after enough damage is dealt to the totem, will favor a team. Towers for that team will provide empowering auras that boost movement speed and mana regeneration, giving Soul Laners a direct way to help and impact their team during the early stages of the game. Okay, this is going to be located behind the Fire Giant by the Soul Laners' middle entrance. This objective is a neutral structure, not a boss monster. Oh, are there other neutral structures? That's like a weird thing to say. I don't know. Base health is 300, increases by 250 each time it's successfully taken. I mean, oh, what base is 15, 10. It doesn't seem to grow. Spawns at 1 minute. Despawns at 15 minutes. So basically, if you do it at the perfect time, you can get 14, I believe. I don't know how realistic it is, but you can get 14, and seeing how it starts at 300 and wait, is it abilities or autos, or is it both? Doesn't really say. I'm gonna assume it's both. So realistically, this isn't that hard to achieve early game. If you have enough time. Now mid game, obviously, well, 15 minutes. I'm trying to think how many items you have. You have like 2 to 3. Actually, yeah, this isn't that hard to do. No, it's just stealing it is probably gonna be very easy. So like, if you start it, it's gonna be pretty risky to keep doing it if you didn't push the enemy soul out enough. Let's see. Once active, the first team does enough damage. We'll have all their. Wait. Once active, the first team that does enough damage. Wait. I'm confused. I don't know what this means. Wait. The first team that deals enough damage. I really wish I was able to watch all the patch notes. I only got to watch a little bit. Oh, I don't. Is this what I think it is? Are there separate damage sources? Okay, so is it like this? Let's say you have your freaking Chunga and you have a Humbot's jungle. Does each person have to do the 300 damage, or is it a team, or is it? Hmm. I want to say it's just like collective, but I don't know if it's individual. Like each person has to do the damage to get it. I'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully, PTS is going to be out next week, which kind of sucks. I really wish the PTS was out this week, but you know, F me, I guess. You get 5 movement speed, 25 MP5, 25 go to each member when it's taken. Buff lasts for 10 seconds. When leaving an empowered tower lasts for 1 minute. I mean, why movement speed? Why not like HP 5? Because like, if you're in a tower, like, who cares about 5 movement speed if you're in your tower? And like, it only lasts for 10 seconds, so like, you really don't get much more than like. I mean, you really don't get that much. Why, like, just like, why movement speed? Like, the MP5, okay. Because I'm pretty sure this is to help, like, lanes that are struggling. So, like, if your solo laners ahead, and you have, like, dual lane that's struggling, you can, you know, help them supplement some of, like, the bleeding. Like, just give them, like, HP regeneration, or something. Like, I don't get the 5 movement speed. It doesn't make sense. Okay, but overall I do like this. I do like this change though. Conquest, minion spawn time. Conquest takes quite some time to begin unless teams are trying to execute a very early game strategy. Results in players standing around for some time, which is very true. In not invade metas or the teams that don't invade, you literally just sit down. You literally just sit in lane for like 5 minutes without doing anything. We are lowering the pregame timer by 45 seconds and adding a movement speed boost out of the fountain to ensure players have time to buy and get to lane before the game starts. So, first of all, how much is the movement speed? Well, does it say how much movement speed it is? Okay, it doesn't say how much the movement speed is. But, if it's like Swiftwing, which I don't remember how much Swiftwing was. If it's like Swiftwing, I think that's actually really cool. I like this change, like, a lot, actually. And the good thing is since you get the movement speed, the mid strats still can be a thing. So, like, let me ask you a question. So, look, hypothetically, you could do this. You could do a really late invade, like right before the minions spawn or the match starts. You get a kill or you don't get a kill. You get out right before the buff would go away. You back. You get to get the buff again. That's actually sick if you're able to like double back like that. That'd actually be super sick. And but also, like I said, I don't know how much the super buff is because they didn't say. I'm gonna keep an eye on this because depending on how much movement speed it is and how practical like invade strats can be, that's gonna be this is either a really good change or like just who cares. Goat Fury. Goat Fury, or Research of the Furies, is getting a large change in Season 6. As the game progresses and the Goat Fury is defeated, it will respawn as one of 2 new Furies. I thought that said furries for a second. I was like, yikes. The Oni Goat Fury and the Primal Goat Fury. Each provides a unique buff that encourages pushing into the enemy base or defeating jungle objectives around the map. So this is pretty much Baron and Mountain Dragon from League, which is pretty cool. But won't provide as much gold as the Gold Fury itself. While the first Fury will always be Gold Fury, the subsequent Furies, I keep thinking it says furries, will be random while avoiding repeats. We are excited to see how teams respond to each Gold Fury and how they will maximize their effects. So we have the Oni Gold Fury, which I believe is Japanese or Chinese, one of the two, and Primal, I believe, is the Mayan one. The first spawn will always be base Gold Fury. Each spawn After the first will randomly be chosen from the two other Furies, avoiding repeats. Oni Fury only provides the following reward. So this is the Oni Fury. On the next round of minions spawn, all minions in all three lanes will gain bonus damage being 150%. What the? Bonus damage being 50% Y and physical. What the heck? What? Oh, it's only one wave. Okay, yes. For some odd reason, even though I read it out loud, I thought there was like, I thought it said 3 minutes. Like in my head, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's just the game just ends. I say once obviously teams get the timing down of when to properly kill this when their minions are going to spawn, I think this will be broken. I'm only thinking, so like it's one wave, so you only have one wave of it. If it's a long fight, you won't get that much value out of it. So so are these fire minions? I believe these are fire minion stats. If these are pretty much fire minions, that's good. But sieging with it is gonna be kind of weird. Like early game, because how low get. I mean, if you properly tank the fire Gold Fury, I think this is fine. But everyone doesn't tank it properly, so who knows? But I'm actually really like this change. Now, if that stacks with FG, not FG minions, fire minions. Oh, sieging is gonna be. Oh yeah, goodbye the freaking days of everyone just playing Outpost and sitting under Phoenix. I'm interested in seeing the Oni Fury. So Primal Fury provides the following rewards: all gods on the killing team gain 5% increased damage to jungle camps and bosses, stacked up to 3 times. So pretty much what this is, if this is the design team, you're going like, you know what really would just, help out Season 6? Those junglers that one-shot the jungle camps anyway, do 15% more. Like, in what world does a jungler be like, you know what? If only I could have 15% more damage, I could, really just farm more efficient. Like, literally, freaking Hamas Mercury, whoever you have, you go to the back camps, you press one button, boom, they're gone. You go to a buff, you hit them once, you get killed 2 small ones, you get the other ones like 1 HP. I don't understand this. Now, the bosses, which I assume is Gold Fury. Wait. I'm gonna assume this is permanent and not temporary. If this is temporary, this is awful. If this is permanent, this can help like supports and like solo landers farm jungle a little bit better, like, but not by much. And I guess this helps FG and future Furies. I guess. I don't see a world where this is like you really want to fight for this. Like, I don't think you're gonna risk your team wiping to get a Primal Fury. I don't think. Yeah, I don't really see much value in this. Alright, these Furies provide decreased gold rewards, but also give unique bonuses to the team who slays them, obviously, because you just read it. Decreased base gold reward from 150 to 115, decreased gold per minute to 65. The XP rewards consist. Okay. Alright, this is. I like this, that they're not getting. There's a middle ground, they're not getting the same gold as a Gold Fury, and they're not getting nothing. I think this is a really good middle ground, so that you still fight for it. Like this Oni Fury is nuts, but this Primal Fury, I don't think anyone cares. Players can track the stash of the Primal buff for each team by viewing torches above the Oracle pits. A torch will light for each application of this buff. Okay, I guess. Pyromancer. A torch is now visible above the Pyromancer that becomes lit to indicate the buff is active and which team is currently obtaining this buff. I mean, you can pretty much tell if you got it or not, but I guess the more visual indicators, the better, I guess. Conquest Fire Giant. Fire Giant and Enhanced Fire Giant have learned some new old tricks. The Magma Pool. Are they bringing back Magma Pool? Okay, that's cool. Fire Giant have used to create an additional hazard for players to avoid during combat, but it was largely unavoidable damage. We have reworked it to have a slight warning time, encouraging players to move and be smart. I mean, all my teammates are still going to stack up on top of each other anyway and have like 3 pools on top of them. This does nothing because everyone sucks. I mean, smart to ensure allies don't get trapped by the pools. They still will. In fact, they probably think the pool's healed and they probably think they're all Kamazots. And they're going to go like on top of those pools and die. They're going to be like, what are they doing? And yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to tell them, you're not freaking Kamazots, Chief. That's not how that works. Enhanced Fire Giant is also getting a boost to its defensive and offensive capability. Enhanced Fire Giant struggled to scale to meet the player's in-game power, somewhat trivializing its empowered nature. The additional health, protections, and especially base magical power will make him more difficult to take down and more lethal. Teams will need to find the right opportunity to take him before using his power in the game. Fire Giant and Enhanced Fire Giant will not use magma pull abilities. There will be 1 second warning deployable under each god. After the warning, the area will become damaging magma. For low levels of play, I think this is like really freaking bad because this just makes it way easier for people to like fight on fight on Fire Giant fights because low level players don't understand how the Fire Giant actually works. So it makes like so easy for like your solo laner support just to dive in and just disrupt them. I mean, there's gonna be so many more kills at the Fire Giant, like during Fire Giant fights, literally just because of magma pools. Not even the fact that people can't tank it anyway. This just makes it even harder. For high levels play, I don't think this matters that much, because people generally have eyeballs. They don't always use them, but they at least have them. So the current rotation is 2 basics, Rift, 2 basics, Fury, 2 basics, Flames. This line happens once, then 2 basics Fury, 2 basics Fury. This line loops. So now the new rotation is 2 basics Rift, 2 basics Fury, 2 basics Flames. They say the same thing occurs once. Then 1 basic Pulls, 1 basic Rift, 1 basic Fury. Okay. Oh, okay, and here's the stats. Enhanced Fire Giant base health increase from 6,007 to... Okay, that's stupid. Enhanced Fire Giant base protection increase from 90 to... Okay, that's also... Okay, this is all stupid. Then I'm going to buff the actual Fire Giant? Or did I miss something? So they made it harder to take, like fight-wise, and then they just gave it, like, procs. I mean, you could have just done this, or just done this. You didn't need to do both. I don't see the reason to do both. And I guess... Yeah, just freaking rip lower level teams. Like, plat lower, this is just a nightmare. Conquest, jungle changes. Oh, we're getting like new jungle items and crap. With Season 5 came a large change to the jungle layout, camps, and overall speed at which these could be cleared. Through Season 5, we saw players killing these camps a bit too quickly, even without items like Assassin's Blessing. Yes, because jungle camps suck. Empower their clear speed. Jungle camps will become tankier as the game progresses. Better... Oh, so I think this is why they did the, this. Are the jungle camps gonna become, like, impossible to solo if you're, like, not a jungler? Alright, small harpies, which I believe are, like I said, just small ones. Or that might be, like, mid camps, I don't remember. Base health increased from... Oh, decreased base health from 150 to 130. Increased health per level from 55 to 70. Increased base magical protection from 0 to 5. Okay, honestly, okay. Not the most exciting thing. I don't think this changes much, but making the jungler need to be a jungler as much as possible, I think is good. Cause like the jungler has not been jungler since Season 1, really. So I like this. Large harpies decrease base health from 410 to 380. Okay, so this is pretty much all the same. Decrease base health, increase health per level. Oracles. Increase the procs. Increase the health. Okay, so all these are pretty much like base health. Base health is going down. Procs are going up. Largely I like this. Again, at least these I like this because it forces the jungler to be an actual jungler. the heck was that? This is all live, folks. Towers and Phoenixes. Towers will... I thought they were buffing towers, and then I skimmed it, Jesus. These structures will not have a visual effect on them if backdoor protections are currently active on the structure. That's pretty good for clarity. I like that. Blessings. The blessings that are banned in Conquest are quite powerful. Oh yeah, because, you know, I really go into a match, but like, oh man, I really wish they would bring freaking Specialist Blessing over to Conquest. Jesus Christ, shut up. Although many players overlook them, that's because most of them suck. All of them stack a little too quickly for our liking, so we are increasing the amount of stacks required. Defenders and Specialist Blessing are underperforming. Yeah, exactly. The Special Blessing sucks. Don't get a Specialist Blessing. And underpopulated Blessings compared to Attackers, just because Attackers is busted. So they're seeing stat boots as well as small nerfs to stack speed. Attacker's Blessing. Yeah, if you play Arena, Joust, go away. Stacks required 50 to 100. Defender's Blessing increased stacks from 50 to 75. Increases the health, increases the mana. Oh yeah. Okay. Honestly, as a freaking Arena main with 4,000 games played just this month, you know, I was really, you know, looking at Defender's Blessing. I was really just looking at it and be like, you know what really would just put this item, you know, into the meta? 50 health and 50 mana. Like, literally, that is a minion auto. Who cares? Like, really, who cares? It's literally, like, it does nothing. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's nothing. Like, the only good side to this is it's a freaking 800 gold item, but, like, who cares? Like 150 health is not bad, but, like, no one cares about the mana. Like okay, these numbers on their own aren't bad, but the fact that they're only buffing them by 50, I don't freaking know, dude. I don't see the point of this, and then I definitely think this is, like, the worst item in the game. Specialist Blessing, keys MP5 from 10 to 20, that's actually really good. Increased stacks required to evolve from 50 to 75. The only issue is don't play characters that require Specialist Blessing. Oh wait, none of them do. Take this item out the game. Conquest Blessing feel relatively balanced as a Season 5. Yes, because, you know, 90% of people vote in Guardian's Blessing in, like, 2 lanes, yes. One lane that has had the most concerns is the Soul Lane and Warrior's Blessing. Warrior's Blessing has some nerfs that will be reverted. Okay. And the changes to the Conquest map are being made to intend to bring warriors back into the lane and encouraging aggression. These changes should naturally decrease the amount of passive Guardian's Blessing playstyles in this lane. Well, that's my only playstyle, so rip me, I guess. I guess this is payback for all the times I say Smite sucks, which it still does. For this reason, we are not changing Guardian's Blessing to stack differently. We prefer to keep that item in the state that increases as much frustration as possible in the duel lane. Warrior's Blessing increase. I mean, y'all know what Warrior's Blessing did. We thought this was busted, and it is. So, pretty much, if you hit this 3 times, it goes from 90 to 120, so on and so forth. You know, you hit it 4 times, you go from 120 to 160, and then it just keeps going, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is pretty good. The extra 5 procs, I think, is really good for early game. Like, tanking creeps. This is huge. This is really huge for taking creeps. This extra 5 procs. The issue is I don't really think this makes it impossible to play Guardians and use Guardian's Blessing. I think we'll have to see how they change, because where's that big change that they said about Warriors? Or was that Gods? I guess that was Gods. Because if this is like the big warrior change, then yawn. We'll keep an eye on this. Relics, Horrific Emblem. Horrific Emblem has shown to be a very powerful relic and was the dominant strategy during Season 5's HRX. This item is being toned down across the board to help other relics better compete with it. Okay, I see they nerfed it. What I rather would have been seen happen is just buff other relics. Like, touch this slightly, because this is way too much text for them to nerf it slightly. Nerf this slightly, and then just buff, like, all the other relics that aren't picked. Like, I hate nerfs, I just want buffs. Just buff every other thing. Like, God, nerfs are so freaking boring, but buffs are so interesting. Okay, let's just see what they did. Decrease slow from 40 to 30. Okay, that's good. Decrease attack speed slow from 25 to 15. Alright, that's pretty good, actually. Upgrade horrific. Decreases slow from 40 to 30. Okay, that's good. Attack speed slow remains at 20. Wait. Okay, so technically you gain 10% if by upgrading it. And then 5% nerf. Overall, a fine nerf. A nerf that was... If you have to nerf stuff, I guess this is fine. This is pretty serviceable as a nerf. We definitely will see some more sprint. Possibly some shells. And on certain guys, some blinks. I love early game blinks on supports. The ones that rotate, I love it. Really interested. Consumables. Okay, this is the thing I was hearing about. At the very late stage of Conquest, the team that should always be ahead should be closing in on victory. Currently, we have some powerful consumables, elixirs, to give this item some extra edge. We wanted to add another option involved more decision making and player control. Thus, the elixir was created. The consumable was effectively removed the need for boots or shoes. Wait, they're taking boots out the game? Wait. They took boots out the game? Wait, am I reading this right? This consumable will effectively remove the need for oh, the need. So are you... Wait, this is a consumable. Oh, I need to read this. Allow players to move at a normal endgame speed while also having 6 complete... Oh, so they're pretty much making this to where you can sell your boots and get a 6th item. Oh. Oh gosh. Alright, let's look at this before we even talk about it. Look, it's 2,000 gold. That's way too... Okay, let's think. Let's think. I'm trying to think how efficient that is. On my mind right now, I'm thinking it's actually really efficient. Yeah, I think... I just hit some small math in my head. I actually think this is nuts. Not right tosser, it's nuts. Increase your... Oh yeah, this is literally boots. This does not stack with movement speed from boot. Okay, this is... It's still nuts, but it's less nuts than I thought. Because I was thinking, okay, they wanted to replace, so I'm like, what if you just stack it? Like you're actually a Maserati. This effect lasts X minute. Wait, what does X minutes mean? Are they... So I'm assuming they're just trying to find a value for this, I guess? For X? I think like... Wait, hold on, actually. Is this permanent? There's no way this is permanent, right? Wait. Yikes. Oh, it's only available in Conquest game modes? Alright, thank God. Well, actually, I don't even care, because everything that's not Conquest sucks. Oh, Boxer, Mercury, freaking Freya. Oh, I'm just thinking all these characters that definitely do not need a freaking 6th item. Hunters are broke. Oh my gosh. This actually opens up a lot of builds. Because like what certain mages you don't have to worry about overcapping as quickly. Well, not overcapping quickly, overcapping in the end game. You can get a better item. So like on mages, you can go like if you're gonna go cooldown build, you could go like to replace your cooldown boots. Let me just put it like this: you could go like Spirit of Desolation, which has the same amount of cooldown, but now you have more pen, you have a lot more power, and then you get the nice passive. Oh, that's actually so good. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get my hands on this, just to explore like. Oh my gosh, some of the characters that get another item and still retain their movement speed. Oh gosh, I don't know if this is gonna stay in the game. This might be fun enough to where they keep it in the game, but I'm thinking this might just be freaking busted. Holy crap, man. Alright, items. Magical. Doom Orb has... Oh, they're changing Doom Orb again. Wow, that's crazy. They literally change Doom Orb every season. They change Doom Orb and Heart... If Heartseeker's in this patch notes and it has, like, it's a new item, I'm gonna be so upset. Because to stop changing it. Jesus, man. Doom Orb has an interesting effect, but has never found a home in mage builds. That's not true. Well, I guess if they're talking about the highest level play, then okay. Due to its lack of in-game potential, it's a bridge item. It's the same thing as Digital. It's a bridge item. Like, it's not supposed to have in-game potential. You idiot. We're moving Doom Orb up to a tier 3 item and adding a tier 2 version. Didn't we already do this? To remedy this. Now mages should be able to see this item as a contender with other mage power items. Alright, Cursed Orb, 1600 gold. Pretty good. 55 magical power. Okay, I like that. 75 mana. Okay. 25 to 15 MP. Wait, what? Oh, I guess it loses 15 MP5. I mean, loses 5. I mean, 15 MP5 is still good. 3% movement speed. Okay. Passive, killing or assisting. Okay, so it's literally the same passive. Wait, that's what the? What is this? What is that? What is that? Is that the same it has the same passive? So that's 165 magical power, 200 mana, 25 MP5, and 11% movement speed. Jeez, that is actually crazy. For 3,200 gold, is that the most expensive item in the game? Period. I think it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's worth it though. Just by the stats alone. Well, maybe not by the stats. We'll have to see because I'm pretty sure this item is nuts, but I might just be overthinking it in my head. I think this is the item you get after you sell your boots. Like, so you sell your. Actually, do you get this before or after the looks up? Wait, actually, this is interesting because I'm trying to think. When do you sell your elixir speed? So you'll sell your boots, get the elixir speed, so you don't lose power. So you have to get that first. Actually, you're gonna have a lot of gold saved up. We're gonna have to have like 4K saved up, probably or 5K in this instance. Because I'm trying to think. Okay, so you sell your boots for like 1100. And then it's like 900 extra. I'm pretty sure I know the numbers, man. I could be wrong. So then the elixir is kind of like 900 gold. You're still getting a lot of gold. I got obviously when we play it, it'll understand better because it's kind of hard in my head to think about how you use this. But I'm pretty sure this is the item you get after you sell your boots. Because it's way too expensive to go anywhere else. But I'm gonna keep my eye on this item. This feels like that's nuts. Book of Thoth Rush. I seen this already. Book of Thoth Rush was a popular strategy throughout the year. Not only was the tier 2 Book of Souls a powerful starting option, but Book of Thoth had a heavy power spike upon completion, where decreasing the power of the Book of Souls while also adjusting Book of Thoth to only synergize with mana from items. Players who fully commit to heavy mana builds will see more power than before, but it won't. Wait, they'll see more power from before, but it won't quite pack the same punch. Okay, so is it better or worse? Like, pick one. More power, but it won't pack. What? Wait, let me reread this. Players who fully commit to a. Oh, wait. No, because I know the changes, but I just didn't know why. I was very confused, totally. Book of Souls, which is the tier 2 version of Book of Thoth, decrease 65 to 5. Okay, that's actually really good. I like this change. The 10 power is really gonna touch some gods early game, like level 1 through 3. Book of Thoth, decrease the price, but now the passive only does stuff with items, so it doesn't go off your base mana. It's only you have to build mana items to actually get anything out of this. Increase the magical power from 3 to 6. The bonus. So this goes from 5 to 9%. So you get an additional 4%, which you have to build on items with this. I'm pretty sure someone's going to do the math on how comparable it was to old school Book of Thoth to new Book of Thoth, because 9% is crazy. But I don't know how many main items or how much mana you're going to need for this to equal out or get better, because it said more power than before. I'm gonna see this because I think this item might be dead because of other changes, but we'll see. Obviously. Oh, I'm so glad this is getting nerfed. Soul Reaver. Enemies that get hit by Soul Reaver's bonus damage will take 50% less from this effect on subsequent hits. This reduction lasts 3 seconds and refreshes on hit. So, yeet. So pretty much Soul Laners won't build this anymore, and high cooldown mages kind of get freaking peppity popped by this, which is good. Wait, they didn't have the cost on it though? Increase the cost, you dickheads. Obsidian Shard is a powerful tank buster, but it's only 20. Oh, you wouldn't say! Whoa! Item that makes you literally one-shot tanks is only 2,000 gold. That's... Whoa, I feel like that might be a little bit strong. I don't know about you guys, but that feels a little bit stronger than you.
It's very strong.
It was cost efficient enough to see in almost all games, regardless of the presence of tanks. We are adjusting its cost and stats to ensure it is a strong choice against tank, but not a catch-all answer. So let me get this straight, Hi-Rez. Let me get this straight. Because again, I knew what the change was, but I didn't see why and what they said. So it's not a catch-all answer, right? And they think by increasing it by 150. Oh, we can't pick this up now. They increased the magical power. So this is even more effective against squishy characters, which is what they need to nerf. They should have increased the cost and decreased the magical power. Or if you want to increase the power, decrease the percent pin. Like, what are you saying? It's strong against tanks. It still is. Not a catch-all. Yeah, it's not a catch-all. So they literally increased the... Am I just thinking about this wrong? I have to be. Because I'm pretty sure if you want an item to be picked less against squishies, the thing you don't do is increase the base. Like, that just does more damage to everyone. So it literally did nothing. Well, I guess you have to ask the question, is 150 gold worth 10 power? Probably not. But I think you still pick up this item. I don't see a reason not to. Typhon's Fang has the biggest impact during the early stages of the season. Freaking double lifesteal build as a mid laner when I was a mid laner. Fun. Just kidding, really wasn't. But fell off after the round of balance adjustments. We are increasing the magical lifesteal. Please don't tell me they're bringing back lifesteal, man. We increased the magical lifesteal this item provides to really help mages who can make use of the lifesteal and have a strong choice to work towards, and enhanced with other items like Bancross, Silence, or Pythagoras Piece. Even though Pythagoras Piece is really good, no one picks this up. Why? I don't freaking know. Increase the magical lifesteal from 10 to 15%. Okay, so with the nerf of the book tree and them, I guess, pushing lifesteal back into the meta, I think people are just gonna go double lifesteal again. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the most efficient build. I don't know what the builds are gonna be like for mages next season, because I guess there's still more chains. I mean, this item is a good mage item. Well, magical item in general. I don't know what the build's gonna be, but if it's double life still, then oh god, Ao Kuang, oh god, oh gosh, that's not fun. For bruiser mages and guardians, guardians do not pick up dynasty plate helm. Stop. For bruiser mages, I'm just gonna skip what they say there. A bridge item with a bit of defense and offense should be a solid choice. Dynasty plate helm hasn't quite lived up to that role, so we are increasing its overall potency. buffing it by 10 damage. I think this actually could get picked up more, because it's cheap. Mind you, it's cheap. I don't know the cost off the top of my head, but it's not that expensive. That's always been like one of the better parts about this item, how cheap and efficient it is. By them like nerfing other mage items, even this item isn't great. This will get it, like this buff alone will get it picked up more. I don't know how much more potent it will be. We'll have to see. But this could also be like for certain mages in solo, this could be their second item. Especially again, because again, if they're trying to push a warrior meta into solo, if you want to play mages, this is the item you get first. You okay, so like you literally have like breastplate, you have celestial, and you have dynasty plate to get, and you can get two if you want to. You can get two of those. You most likely will get uh breastplate just because cooldown is freaking busted and it has so many procs and MP5, and then I guess you get one of these two. I'd say you probably get celestial just because celestial's busted, and I guess they didn't nerf it because it's in this tree. Okay, no, they didn't. They didn't nerf or buff it, so I think you still go celestial. But I guess there might be times you get dynasty play him just because that one has pin, two it's just way cheaper. Stone of Binding. Stone of Binding brings a strong playstyle, encouraging supports to apply their crowd control and allow their teammates to capitalize even further on it. Applying a buff to allies has some complications, and it encourages players to stand too closely to the support, even if it's a bad play. Stone of Binding is getting a small boost in power, but the penetration is being applied directly to the target, allowing any teammate from any position to benefit from the penetration. Increased magical power from 20 to 30. New passive. Successfully, wow, I cannot speak. I'm very tired. Successfully hitting an enemy god with crowd control will place a debuff on enemies. The buff is decreased. Okay, so this is nuts. So pretty much, if you CC someone, your teammates don't have to be right next to you to get the benefit of the penetration. They just have 15 procs shredded, which is really good. Oh yeah, this is actually really good. I don't know how much more it gets picked up, but this definitely is an item you can pick up on the more regular basis on more gods, because there were a lot of gods that could have used this so well, but just there's no reason to stand next to your support who's unleveled and will die and most likely will get you killed as well. Items. That's all the really. That's all the magical items. Freaking nerf pen, dude. Jesus. Items physical. How should I bring back tank meta, by the way? Malice has been in Smite for many years, has never really found a home in most crit builds. Oh, it did until you decided to change it like 20 times, but you know. What do I know? Often it was positioned in a way that synergized with assassins that could use. That's not true. It was fine on hunters and assassins, but you chose to change it for God knows why, like 20 times. This is a item to be niche at best and often overlooked. We're yet again giving a new passive to Malice that can synergize with a wider range of abilities and gods. I highly doubt that. Malice, new passive, successfully hitting an enemy with a critical strike will subtract 2 seconds from all your. So this is old Crusher passive, right? Currently on cooldown. Okay, so the items have to be on cooldown, except your ultimate. Effective only put. Okay, so this was completely fine. And I was like, okay, this could actually be useful until they said this, and I'm just like, yeah, no one's picking up this item. Moving on. I'm not even going to talk about this. Some other crit items feel slightly out of balance. Poison Star's power debuff is paired with high crit chance, making it too strong in builds, even when it's not paired with more crit. Then why did you say this? What? You just... Holy crap, who types this stuff? Most of they just don't make sense with what they type. It's actually painful. This time should need to be paired with more crit to in order to be. You just said it's paired with high. Oh Jesus Christ, man! Increase poison star from. Wait, hold on. Is there? These are only 3 crit items. So they want more crit. They want more crit options, right? So they change Malice to the point where it's going to be picked even less than it was before, right? Then they nerf Poison Star slightly. It doesn't change anything. Then they nerf Wind Demon's cost by 100. This literally changes absolutely not. This changes nothing about crit. Oh, we're gonna let hold. That that minus 5% crit chance. All really gonna do a lot right there. That 100 gold less on Wind Demon. Oh, let's go. We're freaking in there now, Chief. No, if you build the same crit build you would have built, whatever you're going to plan on, these changes do nothing. High risk sucks. Odysseus Bow. Increase basic attack power scaling on this passive from 50 to 60. I love this. This will bring back a lot of those pin builds. Because I love pin build hunters. The pin builds. So like XC, Quins, Titans. I love those. First of all, is Titans not getting nerfed? Holy crap, they didn't nerf any pin option. I hate this game. But I love Odysseus Bow though. This makes the pin build way better. And now, so let me try to map up this build in my head. So you go boots. Let's say you go boots, devos. Boots, devos. Itch of all. No, let's just skip Itch of all. Let's say we go executioners, Quins, Titans, Odysseus Bow. That's 5. And then you can either get another power item. Like if you want to, you can get like brawlers. You can fit some more brawlers and some more on that build. Or you can get a defensive item. Or, if you go on the Devos, you can also go Aussie. Or even if you go on the Chin, you can also go Aussie. And just holy crap. Dude, that freaking elixir of speed thing just is going to change so much of this game. More than I think like people understand. It just opens up so many more avenues of builds. Jesus, man. Silver Ranch Bow this time sucks. Silver Ranch Bow. Increase physical power from 20 to 30. That's all? This item still sucks. A series of warrior items were targeted for 6-1 balance. Okay, so this must be the big warrior things they were talking about. Ansal has been clearly overperforming, especially on a stat. So, before I even read the rest, I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting some stuff in my head. Ansal is more primarily played on assassins, but certain warriors with certain builds can use Ansal. So what you're telling me is they're most likely going to nerf it. Okay then. Many other shields and hammers are being adjusted to work better in warrior builds and some assassin builds. Oh, but we're going to target warrior items, but we're going to also use it for some assassins. But we're most likely, yeah, we're going to freaking nerf, even though it's not a big nerf, Ansal, because it's been clearly overperforming. But we really want to target them to make them better. Work better in warrior builds, but also some. I'm gonna hit something. Holy crap! This generally involves increasing physical power and decreasing cost or health. Warriors have a lot of pure tank options, but not a lot of competitive. What are you? Jesus Christ! This series of buffs and shifts should be a net buff for the class, as well as expand their options by making previous unused items more viable. Ring Shield, increase health from 100 to 150. That doesn't change anything. I guess that nerfs Finra support and certain soul lane matchups. I mean, makes it way better actually. I still don't think this item is that good, but I guess the niches you pick this up, it's a little bit better. I guess. And so increased cost from 2,000 to 150. This is pretty much the same way I did with Onis. It was way too cost efficient for what it did, and I think this doesn't really change much. Cudgel. Increase physical power from 5 to 10. Decrease health from... Why did you decrease the health? Holy crap, I hate everyone. Shillelagh. Decrease cost from 15 to 1... Okay. Oh, and then increase the power... Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you what's going to happen here. All those people that like to rush Blackthorn Helm, King Arthur, Guan, and whoever they want to do it on. So you literally start with Shillelagh, then you get 4 pots. And you say XD, I'm gonna Blackthorn Hammer, and just chill. Imagine Guan with Blackthorn Hammer, first item. Yikes. Increased physical power from also 10 extra power. Nice, I like this. This passive now transitions from cooldown to mana regeneration at 25, not 50. Okay, so overall that's a buff. And only in certain cases this is actually not a nerf, but it just makes it harder. So gods that are really ability based, when they get down to like that 30% extra threshold, it's gonna be kind of like awkward for them because once they get get the MP5 ticket, are they gonna get enough mana back to be able to sustain the fight? Because like some of these team fights can be long, especially if it's heavy tank meta, healing meta, etc., etc. I'm thinking like Guan. Guan's gonna spam that hill like he's gonna spam all his abilities like it's nothing, and he gets to the lowest range, so where the mana regeneration is gonna start kicking in, and I think he could probably still run out of mana. But we'll see. Obviously, I think this item is really good, especially the fact that they made this 1300. So wait, does this mean this technically got reduced in cost too, or no? Or is this price just... I'm assuming this price is technically just up by 200? Or whatever they do. I don't want to think about it. But I think this is a really good change. I like this change. This is just why I don't understand why this is even a thing. Room for a chamber. Increase the physical power from 40 to 55. Decrease health from 250 to 200. Literally no one will decide to mix up Artemis, and who cares about Artemis? Items. Oh, wait, these are the warrior buffs? For, like, item-wise. Literally, I saw a Blackthorn Hammer. None of these things are relevant. And Shillelagh. None of this stuff is relevant. Like, who cares? Supports have relatively strong itemization. The adjustment to mage items, such as Soul Reaver, will be the biggest buff they are getting this update, as they should be surviving magical damage more. However, there are some other tank items that felt underwhelming. All you wouldn't say. The primary concern was around Gauntlet of Thebes. This item had a very strong launch and was heavily tailored to the support class. After some adjustments to the item, many shifts in this meta, this item is not really viable. The item feels very weak until fully stacked, so we're buffing its upfront tank stats to make sure supports feel more comfortable building this item. Increase the health by 75. This is actually really good for supports. I do think this item will come back in the meta. And depending on the god changes, so basically, the reason why these stuff like Gauntlet Thieves can't be stuff anymore is just too slow, and dual lane's fast. It's all about invading red buff, so that's why you see all these like pressure laners out. And generally when people pick passive laners, passive itemization, they kind of get slammed. So if the dual lane can become just a little bit less pressure oriented, and they're allowed to farm more, and guardians can come back, even some warriors who can build this, I think that's gonna be huge, and this can be one of the things. Because if you can survive and get this Gauntlet of Thebes like fully stacked without being too far behind in pacing, it's absolutely nuts. Like effective HP wise. Stone of if they're buffing Stone of Gaia, everyone except me is gonna be very upset, but I'm gonna be like the happiest person alive because I love Stone of Gaia, but I'm a dickhead, so yikes. Stone of Gaia is a very strong tank item, especially against knock-up heavy comps. Oh wow, that's almost like that's what it's intended for, but gotta make sure we tell us that because we clearly can't read what the item does. We want to ensure that players feel the healing from this item in a meaningful and a bit more often. Players will now restore the full amount of health in half the time, and with a reduced cooldown may benefit this item. Oh no. That's fine. That's insane. That's insane. This item might actually be like one of the best items in the game with this. Cause like getting double the health per tick now, that's busted. And like the passes up more often. So like if you accidentally get knocked off from like max range, it's a little bit less punishing, things like that. I think this item's actually gonna be nuts, but like Sonic Gaia like for a small period of time like ruined the meta because it's like busted, but I like Sonic Gaia as a soul laner. I'm happy. Shield of Regrowth. Oh, we're buffing Shield of Regrowth. Yikes. Shield of Regrowth has had some exciting applications on warriors with built-in sustain, but has suffered from being slightly too weak to see play. We are lowering its cost and increasing its base restorative stats to help these warriors find a slot in their builds. Decrease cost by 100. Increase. Jesus Christ. Why? Okay. If these item buffs weren't good enough, elixir speed just makes it even worse because imagine like Hercules getting both Sun God and Shoulder Regrowth. It's physically impossible to kill him now. Holy crap, I'm actually Hercules one trick. Jesus Christ, man. Like, these two things are insane. Oh, they didn't buff Metal Renewal? I thought they would buff Metal Renewal too. They buffed everything except Metal Renewal, which I think needed the most help out of all of these items. Like, Gauntlet Theme still had its niche. It wasn't that good, and the buff was going to help. Emerald is broken. Shield, I like the change. But why? Where's Metal Renewal? It was the least picked up by far. And needed the most help. But it's the one that didn't get touched. Even though, like, just check, like, up the health, like, touch it or something. Like, touch it anyway. I don't even think, like, the sign can be broken. Even, like, no matter what they do. Unless they add freaking physical procs to it. Unless they add procs, which they're not going to do. So I think, like, it was fine to be touched. But I guess we're not touching Metal Renewal, I guess. Spectral Armor. Increase the protection from 60 to 70. Okay, so let me tell you this. Don't pick up this item, just pick up Hide the Nemean Lion. Alright, moving on. Mask. We're not gonna read this. I'm probably not gonna read this stuff as much because this is starting to drag. Nose Mask, increase damage dealt from 20 to 25%. Increase healing done from. Okay, good change. Ragna's Mask, increase ability damage from 15 to 20%. Who cares? If you're building this, you're literally either trolling or you're an idiot. Or both. Well, all trolls are idiots. All idiots trolls. Thinking. Mama's Mask. Why are we buffing Mama's Mask? Oh, just so we can have freaking Morgan back in the meta? Yeah, because that was fun. As long as she doesn't scratch back. Wait, were there literally no, like, bug fixes in this patch? Or the last patch? There's no bug fixes in this? You're joking, right? So we still have Awful Spectator. And all the. I hate this game. Holy crap. I hate this game so much. Warrior class. Wait. Is it. Don't tell me this is the big buff that we're hyping up. Right? There's no way. So you technically have like what? Like 70 total more HP throughout the game? Right. You have like 70 or something. That's the big change to warriors as a class. $70 HP. oh, let's go, guys. Oh, don't worry, I got Runic Shield buff too. We're in there, boys. No, really, I really wanted to pick freaking Bologna here. I really wanted to pick Chop. Which, I was thinking they were missing something. I think they're really just missing something. I turned to my boy, freaking Frankie, 34 over here. He plays nothing but freaking, insert freaking God here that I can't think of because I'm angry. He's like, well, Billy, you know what they really should just do to Warriors? I'm like, what? He's like, Billy, it's simple. They just need 70 more HP throughout the whole entire game. Ending game 70 HP. And I'm just like, dude, this is insane. I got passes on the high res, and I give this to Ajax. And Ajax is like, you know what? You're a freaking genius. Holy crap! Let me give you like 5 gems. This is an ingenious. This is an absolute genius buff right here. That giving Warriors 70 HP, and buffing Runic Shield by like 50 HP. This is what's going to prepare Warriors back in the meta. Holy crap, I hate everyone. I think I've said it like 5 times. AMC decrease. Yes, because because I'm about to go on another one. Because when I play AMC, because I'm a freaking diamond AMC. Really, all this too. When I really looked at AMC, I was like, the 2 biggest problems. After we redid everything that we nerfed on AMC. The only problem is my swarm cooldown, just seeing a second off at all ranks. If I had swarm up 1 second earlier, I really would have been like, I would have been like 20-0, dude. I would have been freaking GM by now. The only reason I'm not GM right now because I'm an AMC one trick, and my swarm, that ability swarm, that does like. Like almost about 300 something damage. Really just needed that 1 extra second off the cooldown. 16 to 15. Oh, we're in there now, boys. Oh yeah, then 11 seconds, late game, versus 12. That's gonna make a massive, DPS difference. That massive DPS difference. Oh yes. Oh honey. Oh yeah, honey. Go down to 60. Now this actually isn't bad. This is actually pretty good. I actually do like this. But the swarm cooldowns really want to talk about. This is what's gonna. And I'm telling you, AMC's gonna come back, bro. AMC's gonna come back because they have 1 second off on swarm. 1 second off on swarm. Let's go, boys. Anubis. What is this guy gonna do? Hopefully they freaking fix him. This is all. Increase. Okay, so there's no reason to ever put. There's no reason to max the second. Then you always just max your 1 now. After your 3, so that makes him more boring. Sweet. And it literally ends at the same rank, so who cares? Ao Kuang. Oh, wait. What is it? He got another passive rework. That's like the 9th passive this man has had. Jesus Christ. Ao Kuang's passive was reworked. Alright, let me just see what this is. Every 20 seconds, Ao Kuang gets a stack of Dragon King Sword. Wow, cool name, dude. As long as he has a stack, his next non-ultimate ability that does damage to an enemy god will consume a stack to have the cooldown reduced by 2 seconds, and heal. What? By max HP. What? Successfully executing an enemy god fully. Huh? So let me get this straight. Let me make sure I'm understanding this right. Ao Kuang, one of the most frustrating characters to go against, got buffed. He got buffed. And this entices you to do tank Ao Kuang. You might be saying, well, Sifn, he doesn't always build, HP. It's usually just, procs and stuff. Okay, well, guess what? Because it's max HP, it makes the actual proxy gets more efficient. Well, the procs makes the HP more efficient. So it literally doesn't matter. Your point's stupid, first of all. And second of all, so what you're telling me is you literally blow all your cooldowns, you kill someone, then you get all your cooldowns back in like 2 seconds. That's what I really need from Ao Kuang. I need Ao Kuang to kill more people faster. And heal 15% of his max HP, when he goes freaking tank Ao Kuang, that's what I really need. I really need it to be harder for me to kill Ao Kuang, one of the most frustrating, one of the most pub zombie characters in the whole entire game. Yes, I really need him to be harder to kill and make it easier for him to kill me. Holy, I hate this game. Bacchus, let me see, Chug will not be available at level 1. Alright, this is good. Doesn't provide any procs. So pretty much what this does is he gets a free stun at level 1, and I think Bacchus just like wins level 1, even if he does not push you. He'll stun you, knock back your creeps. I believe it still knocks back creep. Maybe it doesn't. But nevertheless, and also the anti-healing. So good luck to your pots. And level 2, you now have seeing that you don't have to get your chug. Level 2, you now have a slow on your knock up, so you literally stun someone, then you just knock them up, and they don't get to play the game for like 20 seconds. Oh, then we just give him 40% every time he drinks, which is great. I'm so glad Bacchus is going to be back in the meta. Said no one ever. However, we have not seen Bacchus in a long time. But I guess I can't say I'm not excited for a character to come back who hasn't been in the meta. Not even in the meta, just played in a serious game forever. I don't remember the last time Bacchus was played in like a competitive game. Well, as long as he stays in support and I don't have to deal with him in solo lane, I'm chilling. Because I hate everyone that plays dual lane. Bastet. Hopefully they're actually going to buff her and not what they did last time, because that wasn't a buff. That was really just numbers on a screen. Raise the whip, increase the scaling from 20 to 25. Okay, that's good. That's like what, 20 more technically overall. Declaw, decrease the amount of claws to 6 yard, alright. This is good. Wait, this is pretty much like the AMC buff. Except Basset's like the worst guy in the game, so who cares? Baron Tom, replace him with a nerfing home. Alright, sweet. Baron continues to grade no 10. Contain spirits, increase the bonus magical from. Okay, that's good. Okay. I actually like both of these changes. Um, I would have liked to see like one of his abilities have like a cooldown increase, but if, at least they're touching him. I can't complain that they're touching him, I guess. So cool beans. Bologna. Oh, oh, see, I really. Oh, okay, yes, I like this. I really like this. Oh, look, this will help Bologna make more early aggressive rotations and make more plays successfully. So, so let me like show you guys this. She gets 40 damage, rank 1, 30 damage, rank 2, 20 damage, rank 3, 10 damage, rank 4. Oh, then it's the exact same at level 5. Who was this buff for? You know, in rare cases, am I like, I got that level 3 ultimate. Oh man, if I just had 20 more damage, they'd be dead, and I'd be 20-0, and I finally would have been a pro player on freaking. I would have been playing with Barracuda, man. But the game that would have got me into the pro league, I just needed 20 extra damage on blood. This buff does nothing. Who cares? Huh? Just God. Why do they just do stuff like this? Who cares? Like, the 40 might make a difference in certain situations. The rest of them, who cares? Wait, just why even touch her? If we're gonna do this, if you're just gonna troll. Holy crap, man. Kabrakan, we're buffing Kabrakan. Oh, sweet, dude. Wait, he's an assassin? Oh, they're making a joke. Okay, I'm stupid. Tectonic Shift, which is his ultimate, expand the damage all gods, the entire this area. So this man is alt bigger? I guess that's fine. I would like to have either a roll passive or make his passive a little bit better. But okay, I guess I don't know who this is for. No one's gonna play him still. Unfortunate. Camazot's Vampire Bats increases the extra 90 second. Okay, this who cares? Even though there's a buffs, like who cares? Only bad players care about this, and I'm pretty sure bad players don't even know like this will even like do anything. Holy crap, man! I hate Iris. Cernos are buffing Cernos. Okay, this is you know, Cernos was really stupid when he first came out. I won't say really leveled him out. I think he was a really interesting character. He is one of the most interesting characters in the game solely because of his one. I really like it. I really like his one. I like the different things you can do with it. Hopefully they're touching his one. Okay, they didn't touch his one. Wild Hunt, which is ultimate, increase cooldown by 10 seconds. Okay, I guess. Primal Blast, increase the base damage by 20, 15, 10, 5. So, these first 2 levels, well, really the first 3 levels, no, just the first 2 will make a difference in his lane clear. Levels 3 and 5, who cares? Fafnir, oh good, we're buffing Fafnir, sweet dude. Dragon Corruption, increase Dragon Breath from 20 to 40, 10%. So they buffed it by 5, 10, 15, 20. Same at. Who is this for? Another useless change. Moving on. Hera, if they're buffing her. Okay, they nerfed. Sweet. Argus, increased cooldown from 70 to 90. Oh, so instead of being on a 2-second cooldown, like most Heras is, now it's only going to be on like a 10-second cooldown. Sweet, dude. I freaking hate Hera, dude. Hercules, oh, they're buffing. Oh, okay, they're actually buffing Hercules. I told you. See, look. Like I predicted this. They buffed this stuff just so I can play Hercules, and now they're buffing his actual kit. Oh, let's go. Watch it be useless though. Excavate, which is all decrease cooldown from 90 to. Okay. This is a pretty good change. I don't think he needed kit changes. I just think like the items and just like how the meta will shape him. Like Hercules is a character that's always just fine. He's either broken or he's just fine. And while I do think this obviously buff and it helps him out, I don't think the buff in itself is the reason why he'll be played more. I just think the meta shift will be why he plays more. Is played more. I know a lot of solo laners have Hercules as a pocket pick, literally in any meta, and I love Hercules, so I'm excited about this change. Again, I don't think that this change in itself is gonna put him in the meta, but I think this change plus with the other changes might make him a top tier solo laner. We'll have to see though. Isis. Dispel magic, increase range from by 15 units, and this by 5. Okay, this is increase the range. So is this the Dynameter? I think this is the Dynameter. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so both of these changes are good, but why would you play Isis? Unless specifically you were only playing for objectives. Only. And even then, there's other characters that are perfectly fine. Like, you can play other characters other than Isis and be more useful outside of just objectives. Don't play Isis. King Arthur. I don't even know what any of this is. Base decks have had a large past to improve functionality and remove jitter players with experience, especially on. Okay, AS, I know about this. Fix an issue where Arthur could silence. Oh, that's funny. Fix an issue where King Arthur could crash players. I experienced this today for the first time. That's AIDS. Fix an issue where Arthur could speed up enemy. I've experienced this multiple times. I hate the game. Fix an issue where basic attacks to proc item effects that were I'm pretty sure I thought they didn't proc a lot of item effects, because I don't know. Fix an issue where Expel's Fury could stun targets behind Arthur. I've experienced this. How is this even? How's that even a thing? Update the camera mode Expel's Fury to better vision while airborne. Okay. Update the camera. Okay. So good bug fixes. There's a few more that need iron out, but for the most part, especially these two. Welcome. Oh, and in this one as well. Twin Cleave, Blade Storm, that is the third ability. Increase energy gain from 1 to 2. That's kind of nuts, because it hits 6 times, which means it's, what, 12? 12 now? Instead of 6? Decrease charge rate from, okay, that's why, because they lowered this. Yeah, okay. Oh, decrease the charge range. Oh, so he actually just builds his ult faster. I thought they just decrease him and someone else. Oh, that's nuts. Why are we buffing King Arthur? Oof. Oh, look. Oh, this little. Okay, I already seen the Loki buff, so let me tell you this. Why was this even in the game? For any reason. Just why? This is huge. This first part is huge. He'll one-shot you way less, especially early game. Late game, I don't know how big of a difference this is. We'll see, but definitely that first hit is absolutely huge. And again, who put this in the game, and why are they not been fired? And if they already been fired, how have they not been sued? Osiris, we're buffing Osiris, cool. Increase base damage from 60 to 70. Wait, this is broken. Why did they increase the base damage? So use this 3 times, you get 180. Use this 3 times, wait, I can't do math. Oh, 210, and that's 180, so it's 30 extra damage just by using it 3 times. At level 1. Like, literally in level 1 fight, like, having that much difference, 30 extra damage, you never know how much, because you're weaving in basic attacks, once you hit level 2, you weave it in spirit flows, possibly if you're, boxing and brawling, you fit in minion volleys, especially on that new objective. Every little bit counts. Buffing Osiris is not a bit cool, in my opinion. But okay, actually no, there's no but. Like, don't buff Osiris, man. Oh, especially not the part that good players are good at. Like, if they would have left his 3 or his ult, like, his ult damage or ult cooldown, I'm like, alright, cool. But, like, finding a good Osiris is it's just obnoxious. You're not allowed to be in the lane. Because he just won auto one. He just won them every 5 seconds, and you just die. Pele, oh yeah, watch him buff Pele. Just watch. Everlasting Flame, passive, decrease duration. That's good. Decrease base power. I would have personally just liked to see the power go away. Um, but you know, 7 getting 40, she gets 20. So she loses like 1,000, or I don't know how much gold she loses because of that passive nerf, but I think she's fine still. I don't think this changes her. Like, I don't think like anyone who plays a lot Pele be like, oh, I have 20 less power now. What was me? What will I do? I don't even know how much I'll be able to fill this change because I don't play a lot Pele. Maybe like a Pele player can say, oh, I can, fill the 20 less, or no, I can't. We'll see. But in my opinion, I think this largely unchanges her. Poseidon. Is this a troll? Is this a troll? Okay, I'm assuming Hyra is trolling us, right? Like, I don't even know how to react to this, because this literally, I'd rather have the freaking warrior buff on Poseidon than this. Just like give him like 50 like base HP or something. Who is this for? Who is this for? Like, I don't even know how many more procs this like gets you, but I guarantee you it like does not reduce that much damage over like why even touch him if you're not gonna actually make a change? It is going into a new season. Like, I understand this is like middle of the season, like during like the SPL season. Oh, we don't really want to do that much. But like, you're going into a brand new season. Make exciting changes. Don't freaking increase someone's physical procs by 0.4. Like, just why, man? Alright, I gotta move on. Hieroglyphic Assault, which is 1 increase 5, 5. So it's 5 at every rank. Okay. So which pretty much means 15 at all ranks. Fine, I guess. Early game, it helps him. Late game, I don't think he cares. Evade and punish, no longer stuns. Okay, that's pretty good. But pierces and roots the first. Okay, it's only the first and slows the other. Roots and slows all. Okay. So this is I actually really like this change. I think their goal with Thoth, here I'll go and read this, and extra 20% scaling on his ult. So their goal with Thoth was to make him more viable but less frustrating, because when Thoth is good, he's way too good, and when he's bad, why is he even in the game? But this makes him better, but reduces the frustration factor. This also gives him a lot of utility. I like the fact that it pierces and only roots the first person. Now, if it was a piercing root, I'd be like, alright, they're high. Because I'd much rather have that than a stun, in my opinion. Yeah, this is going to be good. Yeah. I'm excited to see how much more Thoth gets played. And what his performance is. 'Cause I know a lot of people love Thoth. I mean, when I played mid, I love the hell out of Thoth. So, we'll see. Zeus, I've seen these changes. I don't even know why they're a thing. So, 2 seconds increase cooldown on the 2. Why? They increase the base damage and increase the magical scaling, but they're thinking, oh yeah, we freaking got him roped in now. Let's just troll him, and then, reduce, the multiplication, the multiplicative damage. And, pretty much what this means is, tank Zeus, or at least Bruiser Zeus, is like no reason to ever play it. Let's see, what did they do here? Cause they buffed his ult damage. I guess that's fine. But like this pretty much just like says don't go tank Zeus. Which I mean, if you go full power Zeus, then that's freaking nuts. Like the extra scaling and the extra base damage is nuts. But you just can't go bruiser or tank. Which I was a fan of tank Zeus and bruiser Zeus. I guess they're just nerfing me. Unfortunate. So that's the patch notes. Okay, so overall, most of the changes are boring. I'll have to be honest. I think that Dual Lane stays the horrific buff and nerf of horrific nerf, and then I think a couple other relics got buffed. I think that's gonna help out that lane. Mid lane, they're gonna have a different build path, which is more aids. They also buffed out Kwang, couldn't tell you why. Oh, and in two ways, by the way. You know, through items and through, stats, because, we really needed Kwang buffed. Jungle, I believe Cesar just saying now the tankiness of the jungle camps is going to be interesting. Oh, also looks at the new Furies, the objective on the right side of the map, the Tower of Ku is going to be interesting. Most of the god balance changes are pretty meh. There's only a few that are interesting. Same with the items. Largely, as a patch in and of itself, if this was like a mid-season patch, I'd be like, alright, this is cool. But for this to be the patch going into a brand new season, I am so disappointed. I was just hoping that there were big changes because they were saying, why they, didn't touch a lot of people like Bastet. I'm pretty sure they said this themselves. Oh, the season 6 changes might help them out. And then we look at the, Bastet changes. Those aren't even changes. So I'm sorely let down from a balance perspective. Well, from an excitement perspective. Balance, we will see, obviously. There's no way I can know how everything's going to shape out. I don't know what the metas are going to be. No one really does. Especially not the people who make the game. They definitely don't know what the balance is going to be because all of them suck. And obviously, I guess all we have to do is wait and see. Hopefully PTS is up next week when they say it's going to be up Tuesday. And we'll get some games going.